after the fourth industrial revolution? Where your mind take you?
I think the fourth revolution, industrial revolution, will be in our mind for quite some years to come. But what is very essential, my concern, my deep concern, is that those technologies, if we do not work together on a global scale, if we do not formulate, shape together the necessary policies, they will escape our power to master those technologies. Because artificial intelligence, it's relatively easy, let's say, to understand how a computer functions. Of course, if I go back to the first industrial revolution, how a steam engine functions. But how does really quantum computing function? How does artificial intelligence, particularly if it's self-replicating, functions? So one of my concerns is how to shape the necessary policies to make sure that those technologies serve humankind. But the second concern which I have, and where governments have an important role, the change goes so fast in our world, and will go even faster. How can we make sure that the individual, each citizen, doesn't feel overwhelmed by change because he cannot understand really what's going on? And if we do not understand, we become fearful and we react negatively. And we see the first consequences already in many countries with polarization of the public opinion. It has to do with some feeling that we lose control over our own fate. And here I think governments have an important role to explain and to have the ambition and the vision to show that those technologies can serve for the good and are not per se evil.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. The New World Order book is going to show you how the world really works. And it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. I told you at the beginning of the year, in the first quarter of 2022, we was going to have an event that was going to bring us down. And then also in the fourth quarter, we would have an event that would bring us down. That's exactly what happened. And now I'm going to tell you, in the first quarter, we're going to have an event that's going to bring us down in 2023. And then also in the fourth quarter of 2023, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, guys, the markets are still going to be pumping and dumping until they get ready to pull the full rug. But I'll let you know when that's about to happen. Now, also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to get re-educated. And also, much love to those who donate to the Cash Shop and Patreon. And in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events. Also, I give you the New World Order cryptos in the Patreon. Of course, you have to do your own research. But this next bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure that you have the cryptos that have utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And guys, we had Bitcoin and crypto get a monster pump. Over $100 million. And we can see where it's coming from. Only thing you have to do is look at the casino. When you pull up CME Bitcoin futures, we see volume sky high. And then also we see the shuffling of the volume and stablecoins. I'm going to go over that later. But we have Mike Novogratz says that Bitcoin can hit 30,000 this quarter. And do I think Bitcoin can hit 30,000 this quarter? No, I do not. And basically, Bitcoin has been trading around the same volume, around this 23 to 25, at the same time BlackRock came in. But guys, we know the Fed is raising rates and running off the balance sheet. Second quarter, can Bitcoin hit 30,000? Yes, if the debt ceiling is not resolved. We know Janet Yellen is the chess piece. She's not funding these retirement accounts. She's putting the liquidity back inside of the market. But of course, guys, we're going to sit back and let it play out. But guys, don't forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which are higher. We have the dollar higher, which that's the reason why the stock market is pulling back and will be pulling back also. But then also, guys, we see volume. In crypto, volume is high. And the only thing we have to do is look at Tether and USDC. We have Tether over 69 billion in market cap, and the 24-hour volume is up 25%. USD volume is up 33%. And we know we're receiving this increase in volume because of Binance, and then it's also allowing the market to pump due to the reshuffle. Now, also, guys, we have the Fed. Repo still over $2 trillion. We know the central banks are raising rates and running off the balance sheet. We got inflation numbers. They moved up. So we know now the Fed is not letting up. And we know the NWO calls the problem, wait for the reaction, and run in with the solution. They are fighting the inflation that they caused. And the only reason why they're getting away with it because the masses are asleep. They do not teach finances in school for a reason. And we know they've had the solution ready for over 10 years. Whether robots, algorithms, and drones take over the economy, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep are going inside the metaverse. And if you watched my video last night, which is a very important video to watch, guys, we are one crisis away. The Black Swan event is coming. That's going to be changing the masses' lives forever. And by the time they wake up, it's going to already be here. Educate your friends and family, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe these videos. Get subscribed to the Patreon. So therefore, you stay up to date with the events. I know life is hectic. You're working, take care of the kids. That's the reason why I keep these videos short so you get what you need and you can go about your business. But there's a lot of crazy things that are going on. And we see a lot of distractions. And we know when we see a lot of distractions, the NWO is about to pull off the magic trick. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget about Grayscale, sitting at about 21 billion. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have Binance expects to pay penalties to resolve U.S. investigation. Of course, it's a Wall Street Journal article. We know the main Binance is not in the U.S. We're not allowed to be on the actual exchange. So why would the DOJ go after them? Why would they be paying penalties? It makes no sense whatsoever. But guys, we know that Binance is going to be the next movie. With SEC going after Paxos, we see they are creating the two sides. Now we have AI, robots, and blockchain deliver next generation healthcare. And guys, we know AI, robots, and blockchain. We know that's always in my titles and I always talk about it. It's in my New World Order book, and then also when I first started the channel, that's all my videos have been about. And we know Ben Gertziel is leading some of this next generation healthcare. And we have Klaus Schwab speaking about AI, the good and evil. And guys, we know all this technology can definitely be used for good. But unfortunately, the hands that it's in, we know is going to be used for evil. We can already see the mapping out of the technology where it's going to help control the people, take away your privacy, and then the metaverse is going to be able to download you. Like Yuval states, hacking the brain. And right now, the masses are no longer critical thinkers. And when it comes to all this AI technology, if it's giving you all this technology, if you're inputting questions and you don't have to think, just imagine what the next generation is going to be like. If you know your history, all the activists were 18, 19, and 20 years old in college fighting against the system. Now, because they've created so much debt, college students, they side with their professors. There's no uprising whatsoever, trying to make change. And guys, if you're looking at Generation Z on how they're growing up, probably only 10% of them are going to be thinkers. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, we have Hong Kong successfully completes a $100 million tokenized green bond. And guys, we're definitely seeing the actual real use cases of blockchain and tokenization. And lastly, we have Coinbase and Anchorage Digital says they will be fine when it comes to the SEC custody proposal. And we know this is exactly what the SEC wants. One or two custody providers that they control. And going forward in the crypto space, we're going to see a lot more consolidation and a lot of these projects falling by the wayside because we know the Fed controls what? The supply and demand. And remember, the crypto teacher told you because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you, don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.